In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. Ricky Rubio is out there with Darius Garland, and it's Wade in at the 3 slot. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Kuzma. For the screen on Rubio. Beal with it. Wade picks him up. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Now here's Allen. Off target with the jump hook. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. It's over Rubio. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Garland, the pass to Wade. Garland against Dinwiddie. They get it back. Allen. And the rejection by Gafford. To the inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Over to the left wing. Rubio, the pass to Allen. Shoots over Gafford. And the rejection by Gafford. Kuzma inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Mobley.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And he makes the first.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. It's picked off. And here we go. Washington fast break. Beal gets a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Beal's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Garland kicks to Rubio. Wade passes to Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garland with the bucket.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Kuzma with the screen for Dinwiddie. To the paint. That misses off the backboard.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Garland against Dinwiddie. Garland dishes to Allen. Rubio the pass to Garland. No good from outside. Now the Wizards with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Got a piece of it. Into the lane. Rubio outside. Back to Garland. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer. The Wizards with another miss. And it's Wade with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game. Cleveland moving it around. Garland against Dinwiddie. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 5.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland, taking the contact.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. Over Rubio, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
First free throw is good.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Stevens is checked in. And both free throws good for Beal.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Beal. For the screen on Wade. Shot clock at 5. Goes up from the top of the key. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Rubio against Dinwiddie. Rubio misses.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Kuzma. Now Caldwell Pope. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And with a pause here, how about the stats for Bradley Beal? Last season, he played outstanding. Second in scoring and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Now here's Wade. Here's Beal. It's over Rubio. Good D by Rubio.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wade surveying the D. Pass to Garland. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Garland's got 8 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Kuzma finds Dinwiddie. Outside, Beal with the drive. Rubio with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Garland against Dinwiddie. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Another shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by one. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Bradley Beal is second.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Here's Neto. It's Beal on the wing. Can they get it? The Wizards with another miss. Cavaliers leading. Garland the pass to Mobley. Here's the screen. Osman kicks to Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 10.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Neto, guarded by Garland. And it's blocked. Down low. Here's Osman. Drops in the layup for two. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
There's Garland, and the rejection by Harrell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Bradley Beal. Here's Osman. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Brent, small forward Jetty Osman out of Turkey. A pretty versatile game.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything out there, and you wonder with Jetty just being in the environment of the teams that he's been on in the past few years, a lot of losing going on. Is that impacting his confidence? And would more be opened up if he had a different opportunity? Who's to say? I know when he plays on that Turkish team, you see a different, determined Cedi Osman.
Here's Neto. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Kispert. The three. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Windler's shot is off.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Avdia. Pass to Neto. Driving the lane. Dishes it to Hero. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Stephens. Back to Garland. That shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Kispert, the pass to Harrell. He kicks it to Kispert. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Here's Windler. The pass to Osman. Here's Stephens. Avdia with the rebound. For Washington, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Holiday gets the bucket.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Stephens. Mobley with it inside. Windler. And he can't jam it through.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Kispert. 6 points for him. And they'll get another chance.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there. Just a gifted scorer.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Neto. Last season's performance for him averaged 8 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Right side, Garland. Pass to Osman. Garland dishes to Valentine. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Windler's shot is off. Wizards leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Harrell. And it's blocked. Here's Kispert. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes to Windler. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Will it go? And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pass to Neto. And here is Kispert. Harrell setting the pick for Kispert. That's tipped. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Now it's a 7-point Washington lead. And here is Garland. Beyond the arc. Oh, good that time. And so it's the Washington Wizards bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Valentine out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Allen. And it's Windler in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Windler. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Here's Osman, and he lays it straight in.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Kuzma outside. Knocks it loose. Out to the right wing. Dinwiddie kicks to Kuzma. Now, here's Avdia. Offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. And that one goes long. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Osman, the pass to Windler. Screen by Allen. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for the matchup with the Heat, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Harrell did everything he could there to try to get the N1 opportunity. Let's see if he can knock down some free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And Cleveland making a change here. Stevens is checked in. That's good from Harrell.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
Now here's Allen, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Stevens, and the rejection by Harrell. Stevens good. Here's Dinwiddie. to the right side. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Avdia, the bucket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Rubio dishes to Allen. Rebounded by the Wizards. Harrell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, the length of Jared Allen is such a huge asset. He's a shot blocker and a rim runner, and that's what people are looking for. More versatility and athleticism from the 5 spot.
Avdia gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Allen. His last outing, he had 18 points. And the pass to Osman. No good on that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And a throwback sort of game for Allen, bringing physicality and anchoring the defense.
Yeah, and it's weird because the physicality you're talking about, Kevin, isn't so much in him showing brute strength. It might be just physically able to do the things above the rim and in a vertical space that impact the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Valentine. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Now here's Avdia. He's covered closely. Outside for Beal. Pass to Dinwiddie. Going inside. Harrell down low. He's against Allen. Eyes yet again. And Harrell with the lay-in. Good. Harrell's got 9 points.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Passes it to Osman. Kicks it to Valentine. Allen, a screen on Beal. The 3 from Valentine. Connects from 3-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Wizards. Screen by Allen. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Pass to Osman. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Wade, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Now Rubio. There's the pass to Valentine. 5 on the clock. Wade sets the pick for Valentine. And the rejection by Gafford.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's Allen. Rebounded by Gafford. Avdia with it. He has 5. Dinwiddie outside. Here he goes. Beal trying to break loose. Good D by Rubio. The Cavaliers trail by 18. The shot by Wade wide open. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Now let's check out our breakdown, looking at some stats for Jared Allen. Coming off a terrific season, 6th in shooting percentage, 10th in blocks, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
There's Garland. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Wizards leading by 21 to the middle. Stolen by Wade. To the inside. Mobley with it. Gafford's there. And Rubio kicks to Wade. Rubio against Beal. Here's Mobley. Goes back up. Rebounded by Gafford.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Mobley. Count it. Mobley's got 5 now.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Beal. Last game with 30 points. Here's Kuzma. That 3 off the mark. And it's Wade with the ball for the Cavaliers. He dishes it to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around.
Right there.
Looking to get it going. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their number one issue. They want them to play as many games and for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years. Pretty exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
Now here is Holiday. Kispert. And they recover it. The second chance effort. It's tipped. Here's Windler. Feeds it to Mobley. Wade outside. They get a hand on it. Holiday against Wade. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Holiday. Second free throw, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Out to the right wing. Pass to Stevens. Back to Garland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good. Garland. Both free throws good from Garland.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Neto kicks to Holiday. And here's Avdia. 5 points in the game. Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wade, trailing by 19. The wide open look here for Garland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Gafford passes to Kispert. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 17. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Mobley's got 7.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Looking to end his cold spell. Kispert, no good.
Well, even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Washington leading now by 16. Now, here's Avdia. Holiday finds Neto. Just 5 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Good on the triple. Neto's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now, here's Mobley. Covered by Gafford. Here's Wade. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Wade's got his first 2 points. The Wizards shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kispert, no good.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
There's Garland. Sinks the triple. Garland's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Cavs.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Wizards. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. And we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the Magic in Orlando. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off, Eastern Time.
This is where you lean on your team leaders. If the generals don't panic, the troops won't panic.
And taking a look now at that first half, what a showing it's been so far for the Washington Wizards.
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Washington. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Garland. He's got 20, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And here's a look at some numbers for Ricky Rubio, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Got that one up quick. Beal's got 19 points.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire.
Garland dishes to Wade. To Garland from downtown, and no good, and it's Washington the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Basket counts, and the Wizards lead by 18.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Mobley kicks to Rubio. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Now Mobley. He's got 7. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Outside, Beal. Tipped away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Garland against Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. Right side, Beal. Gafford trying to break free. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And this is Beal at his best. He's cooking with grease, and his teammates need to keep feeding him.
Mobley with it. He's against Kuzma. And that one hits back iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dinwiddie against Garland. There's Beal with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wade on the wing. Gafford against Allen. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's Beal in the corner. Launches a 3. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Allen finds Garland. Now here's Mobley. Guarded by Kuzma. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Harrell's checked in. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for Washington. Right side, Beal. Stolen by Allen. There's Garland. And it's blocked. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Now here's Mobley. He's got 9 to stop the run, and that one's good. Osman. Osman's got 10 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Valentine's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Harrell. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. And Harrell slams it in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
This is what happens when you put the hard work in, as Harrell is impacting the game.
Now here's Allen. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's Garland. Allen trying to break free. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Down low, here's Beal, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Beal's got 9 points in the quarter. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Cleveland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Osman. The three-pointer, no good. Washington leading now by 23. Here's Kuzma. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Timeout.
Kuzma's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Allen passes to Osman. Allen a screen on Kuzma. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Washington has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's good. Kuzma's got 6 in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the wing right side. Valentine kicks to Rubio. Here's Osman, guarded by Kuzma. Garland, no good on the 3.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Outside, Beal. They double-team Beal. Stolen. Allen surveying the D. Shoots over Kuzma. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
The drive from Allen is terrific. It shows a force and speed that gets him where he wants to go.
Basket good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rubio the pass to Allen. Garland dishes to Allen, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Allen's got 6.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now here's Kuzma. He's got 8. Valentine with it to the paint. That's good from Allen on the assist by Valentine. Valentine's got his 3rd assist on the night. So both teams making some changes here.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Garland. Good season for him last year. Averaged 17 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Perilous screen on Garland. Now here's Avdia. Tight defense on him. Harrell trying to free himself up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jared Allen. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Washington.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cavaliers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Back to Garland. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Now, Garland started the game at 6'1", but the way he's playing now, he's got to be feeling 7 feet tall.
Passes to Kispert. It's up a 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Washington, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. That's good from Kispert. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Pass to Garland. 6 to shoot to the left wing. Here's Windler, guarded by Holiday. Windler's shot is off. Harrell setting the pick for Holiday. To the inside. And it's Harrell missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Outside Garland. Now the pass to Osman. Screen by Allen. Here's Osman. Comes up empty down low. Avdia kicks to Neto. Pass to Avdia. Back to Neto. Passes it to Kispert. Fires the 3. And they get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Here's Windler, guarded by Holiday. Windler with the bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Neto. The dish now to Holiday. Pass to Kispert. Shoots the 3. Steffens pulls it in. Steffens got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Allen finds Garland. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. The Wizards making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Allen, a screen on Holiday. Windler, the pass to Allen. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And it's Harrell missing.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Denny Avdia picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
He's off on the first. Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. And he sinks the second. 1:14 left to play here in the third. Gafford, high post. And here's Avdia, right wing. Neto kicks to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. Crosses over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Garland. Here's Osman. Now here's Mobley. Inside, here's Windler. Banked in off the glass. Windler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Neto. Holiday left side. 6 on the shot clock. Cans the 12-footer. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now Garland. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Washington Wizards cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Wizards leading by 22. They've got Mobley. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Mobley. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Washington shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Beal with the screen for Dinwiddie. The pass to Harrell. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's Beal on the wing. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Todd's checked in for the Wizards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Avdia. And that one falls for Beal. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Here's Todd, a three-pointer off the mark. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now, here's Valentine. He's covered by Beal. Davis, the pass to Fall. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Valentine dishes to Davis. From outside, off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Out to Kuzma. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Todd. There's the pick. Dinwiddie passes to Todd. Good. Todd's got his first points in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rubio against Dinwiddie. Wade left side. Dishes to Rubio. To end the cold streak. Wade can't hit. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Wizards. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Beal from deep. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Beal's got 34.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Beal. Dinwiddie against Rubio. Back to Wade from the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Dinwiddie's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Yep, that one goes. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 assists. Rubio, the pass to Fall. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Fall's got his first 2 points of the night.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Wizards.
Dinwiddie attacking. Outside Beal. They double-team Beal. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And the 3 off target. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Rubio looking it over. And we are seeing a lot of star players now, Brent, gravitate to the big markets. Do you think the NBA will ever have something like a franchise tag similar to pro football?
That's an interesting idea. I don't think so. I don't know if the NBA players... union would sign off on something like that. You know, the first thing that might be addressed is getting to a point where there is a salary cap and a hard cap for teams to stay under some sort of financial restrictions that allow the smaller market teams to compete in some ways. But up until that time, Kevin, I don't see much of that changing. Amazing to think about Ricky Rubio finally entering his 30s. Seems like we've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
And that one falls for Rubio. Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford comes in for Todd. And Kispert subbed in for Bradley Beal. Both free throws good from Rubio. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Dinwiddie against Rubio. The pass to Kuzma. Back to Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the screen on Wade. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Rubio against Dinwiddie. The drive by Rubio. And the rejection by Gafford. And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. Cavaliers making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Allen with the screen for Valentine. Over Caldwell Pope. Valentine shot good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Washington. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Allen. Shoots over Gafford. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game. Rubio against Holiday. Passes it to Kuzma. No good on the triple. And so Allen will bring it up for the Cavaliers. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Welcome sight. Rubio from 3 is going to open it up.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Kuzma. And that time, also a missed shot. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Allen, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Rubio finds Allen. That one falls.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Holiday, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope on the wing. The Wizards with another miss. Cavaliers are gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Allen dishes to Rubio. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Now here is Holiday. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. For the screen on Davis. Lets it go from 11. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Allen. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Holiday kicks to Kuzma. Outside Holiday. Gafford sets the pick for Holiday. Driving in. The shot, no good. Good D by Wade. Here's Valentine. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. The Wizards have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Kuzma, left side. Pass to Kispert. The Wizards working the ball around now. Gafford passes to Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
That free throw, no good. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Ricky Rubio. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Raul Neto's checked in for Aaron Holiday. He hits the second from the line. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And the rejection by Gafford. Wade outside, over to the wing, to the paint. Clock at 6. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate, getting a taste of it right there.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. And the 3-ball is good. Kuzma's got 10 points in just the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Neto surveying the floor. And Kuzma has it in the corner. He kicks to Kispert. For the screen on Wade. Back to Kuzma. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Beal.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
We loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Gafford kicks to Kuzma. Gafford trying to break free. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Neto. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Guys, thanks. Kyle Kuzma, congrats on the win. What were you able to do successfully tonight?
I think as a team collectively, we just got stops and we kind of found a rhythm on offense, and I think we just got it done like that.
Well, that rhythm led to a W, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.